So, how did I take a new brand we started from doing zero revenue to doing over 8 million naira in just the first 2 months of starting it? That's what I want to share with you in this video. Now, for that doubting Thomas who is looking at this and is like, oh, he's a lie, here is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to first log into our dashboard and share with you the first 2 months of that business.
All right, so we're here. Let's log into the business dashboard and see what we can find. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is go to the WooCommerce area right here, and we're going to go to reports. And we are going to look at the first 2 months. Okay, the business was started in 2021 and April. Let's do first, even though it didn't start from exactly 1st of April, but let's do 1st of April and to April, May, June, right? Okay, yeah, April, May, June 2021, April, May, June. Let's do to 30th and let's hit go. Now you can see on the screen that we have about 8 million 8,000 thereabout right there. Okay, you can see the number of orders that we have placed. Okay, another thing that maybe the adapting Thomas here is want to know is, okay, maybe this is doctor. Let's refresh. Okay, I'm trying to refresh there now. You can see it's refreshing, and you can see, yeah, we're still having 8 point something. Okay, let's refresh it again. Okay, so yeah, we still have our 8 million right there.
Now that you've seen that, I know that you're still here and you're like, okay, so how much was the profit? I want you to do that calculation for yourself. But what you should know to be able to do that is that we were sourcing the product for 8,000 naira and we were selling it for about 12,000 naira. And for every conversion, we're having a spend of about 2,000 naira, and the average delivery cost was about 2.5. Okay, and what else? What else? Our delivery rate was higher than 90%. Okay, so you can do the math and see what you come up with. Okay, so have you been able to come up with something? Now, in case you're wondering, you're asking yourself, who is this cocky guy? Well, my name is Jonathan Melody, and I have been doing this e-commerce thing for over 10 years. All right. And in this video, right, I want to share with you how we're able to achieve this. About 7 steps that you need to take. Okay. I don't want to waste so much of your time. I want to get into the meat of this so you benefit from this. All right. So without much rambling or talking or shouting, let's get over it.
All right, so let's get to how I was able to generate over 8 million naira in revenue from a capital of 150,000 naira. Okay, for most persons, they will think 150,000 naira is too small to get started. No, it's not. It's just for you to know what to do and take calculated steps. All right, so I'm going to be walking you through 7 steps. All right, that you can model and use to start up as well. Okay, so the first one is niche selection. Okay, now because I knew that I am limited on a budget, I wasn't going to play around niches or markets that I know nothing about. Okay, I'm not going to try and reinvent the wheel. Okay, come up with something out of the ordinary. Okay, there are 3 big niches, okay, in the e-commerce space, and we have the health, the beauty, fitness, and weight loss. These are proven niches. Yes, there are other niches, security and all of that, but these 3 niches, they are proven. What that means is it doesn't matter the time you get into it, there is always a market for you. Okay, it's a big pool. Okay, when you go into it, you are going to find customers. Okay, all you just have to do is know how to differentiate yourself. All right, so the first thing I did was to pick a niche from these 3 big niches, and I went with the health niche. Okay, now the second step is the product selection. Okay, now this is where a whole lot of people make mistakes. Okay, so they try to get on with a product that is either expensive or a product that doesn't work. Okay, so if you are getting into the e-commerce space and you're limited on a budget, you want to make sure that you get in with a product that works. This is very important. Okay, a product that works and a product that is cheap. So the product I went with was a product that actually worked. Okay, I went on to verify that it works because I saw testimonials, and I didn't go on to start importing. That's another mistake. Okay, trying to import product when you're on a limited budget. Okay, so for me, I didn't import. I just sourced the product locally. In case you don't know how to do that, don't know how to source your products locally, you want to check out my video on how to start e-commerce business without importing is on the channel. All right, so that's what I did. I ensure that I get a product that works. Secondly, I get a product that is cheap. I remember that we got the product for as low as 1,000 naira per piece. Okay, and we're selling the product for at about 10,000, 11, 12 thereabout. Okay, so that's what you need to do. You want to make sure that you get a product that works, you source it locally, and it is a product that is not expensive. Okay, a product that is not expensive. Now, the third thing I went on to do is the competition research, the market research. Okay, so I needed to know what other persons were already doing in the market, and for most persons they skip this part. Okay, and this is not something you want to do. You don't want to skip this part. You want to find out what your competitors in the market are already doing, because you don't want to appear as you don't want to appear the same way every other person is appearing. Okay, so people are already saying certain things in the market. There's a certain way they're already appealing to the market. You want to come from a different perspective. You want to come from a different angle. Okay, you want to be able to come up with your own unique idea. All right, so that's what I did. I went on, I researched the market. I found out that there was one particular part that was not, that even though it is there, okay, they knew it, but they were not using that angle. So I hammered on that angle and it worked so well. All right, so after the recession of the competition and all that, you find out their offers, their selling points, their price points. I gathered all of these information. I went on, the next thing I went on to do is create my offer. All right, now, like I have said before, the offer is not buy one or buy two get one free. The offer is a destination. Okay, so whatever you're trying to get the person to buy should take them to a particular place. Okay, so whatever solution you're trying to offer should be what's going to take them to their destination. Is it that they want to clear wrinkles? Is it that they want to be free from pain? Right? Is it that they want to lose belly fat? Whatever it is should get them to that point. Okay, so however you want to make this journey easy for them, okay, mix up the offer that you are giving them. Okay, now once I had the offer created, everything was set, I went on to develop the sales funnel architecture, how it's going to look like, right? What was going to be the first step, what was going to be the second step, right? What was going to be the third step? Should we sell something else in the thank you page? And yes, I sold something else in the thank you page. Okay, because I did that so that we can increase the average order value, right? What that means is someone comes into the funnel, into the sales process. You can call the funnel a sales process. So someone comes into, so we're already on step 5. Okay, someone comes into the sales process. They bought the first thing. Can you offer them something else to increase what the value of what they buy from you? Okay, to increase what you get per customer. Okay, if that's possible for you to do, and of course I've seen that it's possible in every market. Okay, so that's what we did. And of course, we started with one traffic source. Okay, so the next thing, once you have this thing developed, the next thing is a traffic source. And I used Facebook, okay, because Facebook is easier to get started with Facebook. Even though it could be tricky most times, especially when you're getting started with the health, the weight loss, and the beauty niche. You have to be careful, okay, the way you word your like the context you use is important. Okay, so There is this system I make use of, or the method I make use of, which is the blind spot method. Okay, I have taught it severally. Okay, if you haven't checked it out, I have a course that details exactly how you can sell your own health, beauty, weight loss, all these products. Okay, these neutral products that Facebook frown on. Not that Facebook doesn't allow you to sell them, but the context that a lot of people use in selling them isn't right. It goes against the policies. Okay, so like I tell people, it's more about the context than the words that you use. Okay, so if you know exactly how to position your messaging, you will be able to advertise this product on Facebook. And yeah, you can go ahead and check out that blind spot method. And by the way, if you are enjoying this video so far, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, guys. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Now, once we started having orders and all that, the next thing we needed to work on was distribution, because using our own logistics system here, it could take 5 to 7 days for a product to get to a customer, and at that point a customer can lose interest in what you have to sell. Okay, when a customer places an order, there is a heat period. Okay, they want that product in a certain amount of time. Once it's going beyond that period, they get cold. They are not receptive anymore. All right, so what we did was find different agents in different locations. Okay, so in every part of the country we had delivery agents to make the delivery. So deliveries doesn't take more than 48 hours. So within 2 days, the customer gets the product and they're happy, right? And another thing is we ensured that they make commitment before we send out. So that ensured that we have almost 100% delivery rate. Okay, so there is a commitment before we send out this product. Okay, so without this commitment, we don't send out product, because of course the whole payment on delivery is being abused already by a lot of customers. So this saved us a whole lot of headaches. Okay, so distribution network played a very great role in what we did. Now the seventh step, okay, is reinvesting the profit. So the profits started coming in, right? For most persons, they want to start spending it on other things, but we didn't. Okay, what I did was I reinvested the money in buying more products, in getting more traffic, because of course the more traffic you get, the more people who are going to see your offer. So if you look at these, the most important parts of this process is, one, the niche product. Okay, the niche product, in fact everything here is important, right? The niche, okay, the niche you get started with is important. The product, you want to make sure that it works. You want to make sure that it's not expensive, right? You want to make sure that you look into your competitors. What are they saying? You want to make sure you create an offer, right? You have a sales process. Okay, you have a means of driving traffic, because really, if you don't have a means of driving traffic to your sales funnel, it's like you winking in the dark and expecting someone to see you, right? You are winking in the dark. You're winking at a beautiful lady in the dark and expecting her to see you, right? That won't happen, right? So you want to make sure that you get your products or whatever your idea is in front of people, and you do that via traffic. Okay, the more traffic you can get into your sales process, your sales process, the more sales you can make. And of course, you want to work on your distribution network. It might not just fall in place for you immediately, but you just have to do it gradually. You get, maybe as you get started, you see that you're having lots of sales in certain region, you can always request. Okay, if you just go on your Facebook, especially what you want to do is ensure that you follow people who are into this space as well, people who are into e-commerce. Okay, so when you have them as friends, you just make a post on your Facebook timeline, and of course you just ask, oh, can I get a delivery person in social region? They are going to help you out. Okay, they are basically going to just recommend the people they use as well. But of course, you want to do your due diligence. Be careful. Don't fall victim of agents that run away with people's phones. Okay, so you have to be diligent. Make sure that the people who you choose for these are people who are trustworthy, who are honest. Okay, who are transparent. Okay, and another thing is reinvesting. This is very important. Reinvesting, and you want to keep track of um your expenditure. Okay, as money coming into your hand, you want to know how it's going out. Just keep track of your business. This is how you're able to manage your business. Okay, so this is the framework, or these are the steps that I took that helped us to get to this revenue in the space of 2 months. Okay, from a start of capital of 150,000 naira.